Well, V-Bucks, super credits, shards, those are just some of the popular virtual currencies used in some popular video games. Now a new report from the federal government says these currencies may leave your kids vulnerable to scams and theft. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze explains.
This morning, a new warning for Americans who spend $57 billion every year in the virtual world of video games.
We want to make sure it's not a haven for fraud, scams, and abuse.
Rohit Chopra is the head of the CFPB, the government agency charged with safeguarding Americans' finances. He gave GMA an exclusive first look at a report highlighting how using virtual currencies to buy coveted items like vehicles, weapons, or characters could put real money at risk.
What's pretty obvious is that their financial incentives are for players to spend as much as possible.
I think sometimes it's confusing as to what's real money and what's, fake money.
It's a lesson Michael and Jennifer Ferry's 8-year-old son Joey learned when he unintentionally racked up $4,000 in charges on his parents' credit card.
What was it like looking at that statement and seeing all of those charges?
I lost my mind.
After months of trying, the Ferrys finally got a full refund. But the new report warns gaming accounts often lack the security and protections of traditional bank accounts, leaving them open to hacking, account theft, scams, and unauthorized transactions.
When we have a fraudulent charge on our credit card, we can fight it. Many times you see on these gaming platforms, there's really just finger pointing or not really taking accountability.
The Entertainment Software Association, which represents the video game industry, tells us we are committed to providing players and parents with transparent information and tools to make appropriate choices for themselves and their families, including the ability to manage in-game purchases, limit or block communications with other players, and manage when and for how long their children can play.
What would you say to critics who say it's not really the CFPB's role to be looking at the video game industry?
I think we shouldn't think of this as traditional video games. It's an immersive world where there is its own economy. But what we want to make sure is that it's not just a way to sidestep existing rules.